Lots of energy inside of the United Center when the vice president took the stage. This was a reintroduction of Vice President Kamala Harris to her party and also to the country. If you were judging by the energy inside of the United Center, it sounded like a home run derby. Time will tell how her speech landed with the American people. Her speech was part autobiography, part cautionary tale of what a second Trump presidency could look like, and also part of her vision for the future of America. Vice President Kamala Harris stepped out into the stage on the final night of the DNC to a roaring crowd. And when she could finally get a word in,
I accept your nomination to be President of the United States of America.
Harris's speech at times relied heavily on the pages of her autobiography, emphasizing values instilled in her by her mother and sharing her childhood friend's sexual assault by a family member inspired her to become a prosecutor.
To protect people like Wanda, because I believe everyone has a right to safety, to dignity, and to justice.
In a convention that largely avoided saying the former president's name, Harris name-checked Trump several times, drawing clear distinctions.
And we know what a second Trump term would look like. It's all laid out in Project 2025, written by his closest advisors. But America, we are not going back. We are not going back.
A popular line with the crowd as Harris laid out her vision for the country's future.
A fight for America's future.
Harris's speech was heavy on promises, middle-class tax cuts, bringing back the Republican-killed bipartisan border security deal, and protecting reproductive freedoms.
Why exactly is it that they don't trust women?
Harris also called for a hostage and ceasefire deal in Gaza as some in the crowd shouted, "Free Palestine."
President Biden and I are working to end this war such that Israel is secure, the hostages are released, the suffering in Gaza ends, and the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination.
The night also showcased Harris's family, her best friend and sister, Maya, introducing her.
Our Democratic nominee, my big sister, the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
Her niece Mina shouting out her Bay Area roots.
I grew up in Oakland, California.
And her great nieces Amara and Leela teaching everyone how to say the vice president's name properly.
Together!
In the most important speech of her life, the vice president welcomed all Americans to join her.
Let's get out there, let's vote for it, and together, let us write the next great chapter in the most extraordinary story ever told.
As you can see now, the house lights are on inside of the United Center. That means it's a wrap for night 4 of the DNC, the final night. You can see many of the workers here hard at work trying to restore the United Center to its former glory. Now it's time for all of the Democrats that were inside of the United Center to work to unite their party and also make sure that Vice President Kamala Harris will become the first woman to serve as president of the United States. For now, reporting live here inside of the United Center for the final night of the DNC, Julian Glover, ABC 7 News.
Yeah, Julian, great coverage. And, you know, now with the DNC over, just 74 days to go to the election, can you capture the sense of emotion and energy that Democrats there are feeling tonight? I mean, I think everybody at home can feel it as well, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Certainly lots of excitement all 4 nights here inside of the United Center for the DNC. But to sum it all up, I would say cautious optimism. You'll have to remember it was just 32 days ago that President Joe Biden made that stunning decision on a Sunday to end his re-election bid. In just that short period of time, Vice President Harris took that baton and is now running at the top of the ticket. So many of the thousands of folks that were inside of the United Center are very excited for a potential Harris presidency. They're just hoping that this sugar high doesn't end anytime soon and they can cross the finish line with a President Kamala Harris. Back to you.
That is a really excellent way to describe it as sugar high. And it's all happened so fast. Just 30 days ago, Joe Biden was at the top of the ticket. Julian, thanks very much.